The guy I'm about to introduce up here on the Sydney Opera House, a great dude, a wonderful comedian. Let him feel all the love you got here. Welcome to the stage, Cam Knight.
Thank you. Hello. This is amazing, just here, the Opera House, to be here. This is the best place to do comedy, and thank you so much for coming out. I'm excited, because I played a lot of shitholes to get here. I had to do a regional tour of New South Wales last year. Ended up in the town of Griffith. Anyone been there? Oh, fun, yeah! Stabby, stab, stab. Like, I think they all just share the one tooth. That's it. Just passing it around meal by meal, day by day. There you go, Beryl. Off you go. Eat your peas. There's no warning on TripAdvisor. There should be. It should just say, don't. That's it. Like, make Struggle Street look like Canberra. Like, seriously. Scary stuff. And here's the thing. I don't want to be one of those people who lives in a big city, goes to a small country town, comes home, bags it out. I know I am, but I don't want to be. All right? I grew up in a small town of less than 1,000 people in South Australia. I know what it's like. But here's the thing, my friends. I think it's a pretty fair indication of how an evening's going to transpire when you as an MC call out to a half-empty theatre of about 200 Griffithians. I was just like, hey, Griffith, where's the rest of your townsfolk? And one guy just stands up at the back and responds with, fucking jail. Start the van, you know, like, so this is a safe gig to me. I mean, you brushed your hair, you know, and that's a win. Loving it. So I'm a dad. Any dads in the room? Yep, no one. No one really likes to just rejoice that shit, do they? No. And I'm petrified too. My kid's gonna ask me some of those really tough questions that kids ask, you know. Like, oh, what's the meaning of life, Dad? I don't want to... I'm still trying to work that shit out for myself, you know? I don't want to tell him what I think right now. What's the meaning of life, Dad? There is no meaning, buddy. You know, we're just space junk, just accidentally caught in the gravitational pull of a star as we just follow it endlessly through space until it ends, you know? And it will. It's just gonna... It's just gonna be gone. Everything. All your toys, everything. Yes. Where did I come from, Daddy? Geez, you're on a fucking roll, aren't you? I don't know how I feel about that question either. Where did I come from? We had to go through a different experience to get our boy than most. We had to go through IVF to get him, which I wouldn't wish upon anybody. It's a hard thing watching your partner have to go through that. And it really sucks the romance out of the entire equation. And I tell you what, IVF nurses and doctors are the most desensitised human beings I have ever met in my life. They have seen it all, and it is intimidating, right? So I had to go into the clinic, you know, to give a bloody... give a bit of a deposit, and I was nervous, you know, and I walk in, there's just a sea of men just waiting in the waiting room, like everybody's avoiding eye contact. Nobody wants to own it. Nobody wants to strut in, head held high, proud of it, with a bit of an icebreaker, a bit of like, fucking yeah! You know, someone just come up to the counter there, you know. No, I didn't. I didn't come up to the counter. That's rude. That's rude. Don't do that. That bye. I approached the counter. I was nervous. I was really sheepish, and I was like, there's a little bell. Ding, ding, ding. I'm here to... I gotta give a bloody... Gotta give a semen sample. And she has just bellowed back at me like some sort of 1800s whaling captain lost in a fog. She's just like, semen sample! And... Now all these guys over here, they're all just pissing themselves laughing. I'm just slowly retreating inwards like a snail with salt sprinkled on its head. She keeps going because she's one of those legends. What kind of semen sample do you need to give? I'm like... I didn't even know there were options. I just thought the one where I just went, no, and cried a little. Like, what? Gives me my little baggie, you're gonna go to the room. And the room, so ambient. So well lit for love. Yeah, just you had me at fluorescent. Like, seriously. Boom. It's like walking into a 7-Eleven, just deer in the headlights. And I don't know how many of you good people have ever walked into a Sevs at 3 a.m, looked around and just gone, oh, I could really do a wank in here. Like, no! But the room essentially mixed messages. There's a beer fridge in there full of beer. Oh yeah, just in case you want to make an arvo of it. Oh yeah. Sitting in the corner, just this big blue leather armchair, just staring back at me, just like the ghost of wanks past. And then there is no way I was going to sit on that, you know? Like, I'm looking at that chair petrified, just going, if I sit on that, I'll get pregnant. Like, so I'm just going to stand upright and do this, you know? But when you're doing that, like, you've got a cup that's about that big. The person who invented the cup didn't think about, gravity, dickhead, you know? So at the end point, I'm just going to quickly bend over like a half-open pocket knife, just trying for the best. Like, that's... And that's what I like to think of, you know, every time I look down into his beautiful blue eyes. Oh, Daddy's little trick shot. Like, that's... You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Coming up, Gretel Colleen and Akmal.